closely here. He's staying really loose. He's actually keeping his ground. He's really good through this whoop section. Watch him how he comes into this, just so much momentum. And that little section there, as you enter the whoops, is a section that in my racing career I really had a lot of problems with. Great Supercross racers like Chad Reed, 30-plus wins. That's where they excel. You see right here now, he's right on the back of Andrew Short, just really closing in. Right there, he just pulled back in line. Didn't try to take that inside line. Just right here. But right now, Andrew Short is just backing up, and Chad Reed is not doing anything crazy. Just riding a good, smooth race here. Good pace.
Halfway through this race, I talked to Yamaha team manager Larry Brutch earlier today, and he said to me, he goes, we want to win this race, but we're not going to do anything foolish. If we see, based on the points, where Chad is at, if he's not leading this thing, I'm going to make sure he doesn't do anything crazy. I want him to just finish in the points and take this championship.
Yeah, and sometimes it seems like it would be so apparent, and racers' mentality is they want to go win every race because hey, if he wins this race, he gets another win in the record books, which when it's all said and done, you're like, wow, I kind of gave that one up. Chad Reed, very determined racer, wouldn't want to do that, but takes the team manager to have that, have that word of advice to just reiterate what the,
Almost side by side, coming up the corner, and Reed. Oh, that was all about intimidation, wasn't it?
That was a little bump there on Short, just to kind of ensure that he has a couple of bike links in between him and Short, so there's no retaliation.
And the Reed fans came to life on that as their man now moves to second.
Well, let's take a look here. Chad Reed gets to the outside, and just as he's done so many times, so many riders, just squares it up so quick through his turns. Just kind of blocks Andrew Short there. Nothing major, but Kevin Windham, this has been his race. Unfortunately, as the positions are right now, will not be his championship.
All right, so Kevin Windham is now working his way in the lap traffic. So he's done everything he can now to get into the lead of this thing. Now he needs some help somewhere else to get Reed outside the top 6.
Yeah, that's going to switch up the points a little bit. And with about 9.5 laps to go, this thing finishes up like this. Kevin Windham will be just shy of the championship. Chad Reed here, 22 on the Yamaha, he will be your champion, and Chad Reed will be ecstatic knowing that he just put together another fabulous Supercross season. Kevin Windham, on the other hand, will go home back to Mississippi and say, okay, how many points did I lose by? And go back mentally through each and every race. Where did I leave those points on the table?
On board the Hart Huntington helmet cam of Josh Hansen, and there you see just in front of him, Chad Reed.
Josh Hansen actually running in about 17th right now.
Debut ride for this team. Here's our progressive whole shot replay.
You can see Reed on the inside there. The 22 definitely did not have it. And look at the drag race down in the ski jump. Davey Millsaps, great start. He's got quite a few hole shots this year.
Boy, Windham and Millsaps almost took each other out in that first corner there too after the ski jump. Kevin Windham has 4 wins this year. The last 2 races, St. Louis and Seattle, included in that. The biggest win came in that historic and epic mud race at Daytona earlier this year. That was win number 2 for Windham. The first one came at his home race in Houston on a racetrack that he actually designed. So he will have won 3 races in a row, 5 for the season if he can hang on here tonight, but not the championship.
That's Josh Hill, we just seen go by on the Yamaha. He's running 4th, and Nick Way, one of his best main events of the season here on the KTM.
Yes, in
running in 5th place.
Yeah.
That's a good start there. His starts have really suffered this year. And this is a rider that was very down. He had the potential to be inside the top 5. KTM hired him. Spent a lot of money on him. He's counting on these type of rides.
8 to go. Millsaps is back to 6th. Fighting his way in. There he is. Gets inside of Hansen. And Davey Millsaps trying to fight his way through. What a good year it's been for Honda all the way around. They've got to be very happy compared to where they were in 07.
Yeah, they definitely, with the factory connection here, with Kevin Windham, Lights riders on that team.
And a battle for the lead developing here. Maybe Chad Reed is going to get a shot to put an exclamation point on this championship.
I'm telling you guys, he's inched closer to Kevin Windham. Like I said pre-race, I think he wants to go out and win this main event. He's going to be smart about it, but if he's feeling it, which he is now, obviously, he's got to put the exclamation point on this series. Really put the Chad Reed stamp, the 22, right on.
Reed has not won a race since Dallas. He won Toronto and Dallas back-to-back. Then he was 12th in Detroit. That's where he got hurt so bad. But battled back, finished second in St. Louis and Seattle.
How many times do we talk about how the champions, it's their bad races that they manage those? Chad Reed, when he was hurt at the 12th.
Damage control all the way. And the crowd is on their feet now. They're sensing a great battle. Here it comes. Windham on the 14, the red Honda, and the blue Yamaha, Chad Reed. These two title combatants have gone at it all year, and they're going to do it one more time here in Vegas.
This could get sticky here. This is for the championship. Chad Reed really pouring it on. Very comfortable. Always got the line.
Side by side through the whoops. Oh, no contact. A lot of respect. And Reed takes the lead.
And gaps Windham right there, really. By putting him wide in that off-camber turn. I'll tell you, Reed is really flying right now. He is really dialed in.
And that was about as smooth as you can get it.
Remember what I was talking about earlier, entry speed into the whoops. Chad Reed and that Yamaha have been dialed in his whole career and getting into the whoop section with a lot of momentum. Just made